So it's delivery month again. So this, 2 separate timing belts. I had ordered this one in a rush. This was the one that I originally ordered. This is an OEM Gen 3 timing belt. It's got 1 tooth less than this one. The reason being is I guess the OEM MR2 oil pump gear is 27 teeth. And the gear I just put on is 24 teeth. So naturally with that, you know, that loss in space and tooth count and diameter of the gear, Toyota had also gone with 1 tooth less because there is a Gen 3 timing belt or oil pump pulley that is, I think it might be 25 teeth instead of 27. So Toyota did that with 1 tooth less. But I have this mechanical tensioner here that can take up the slack for whatever it is that I need. So it's really not that big of a deal. So now that they're both here, I'm gonna use the 1 tooth less just to make my life easier. Should still be able to probably use this one, but I'm gonna use this to, you know, hopefully not run into any snags. Damn, bro, everybody's supporting diabetes. What's up with this? Starburst? Guys. Progress report. It's in. It's timed. It's very hard to tell, but the plate that I made, that space, I'm trying to focus in just a bit. Come on. There we go. Look at the space between that gear and the crank pulley. I mean, we're talking about maybe 1/8 of an inch. I tried to factor this in when I was building this too, because this gear is much wider than, probably 1/2 inch wider than the OEM gear. And yeah, worked out. So, engine's timed, and I just gotta get the manifolds back on, clean up, you know, do some of the particulars. But we should be good to go to get this thing started again and at least, you know, pick up where we left off. What a pain in the dick. So yeah, plates in. Actually have more than enough room for that bolt, so I think I'm actually just gonna put it in. And yeah, shining bright in there, looking good. Definitely looking good. Tight. What a gap. But it will work. It will definitely work. So while I have the opportunity, what I'm doing is changing out some of the hardware, new studs for the intake manifold. This line right here, this hole used to be some sort of like OEM, I don't know, EGR or whatever, some type of oil leaks from here. That's all I know. It's not under pressure, but it does leak. So we tap that, and yeah, plugging this up. Gonna get the intake manifold on next, and that's it. Should be nice and pretty and ready to run. Nice and neat. I used to have a piece of like heat shrink over the nipple that used to stick out here. Sing. Oh my God. So nice to have that looking nice and saucy. I like it. These fucking things have been a thorn in my asshole, bro. I guess the way that these were made, these were threaded, just this section here. But, you know, in a race car where you're constantly removing, taking off, removing, taking off, removing, if they're not like perfectly aligned, no matter how careful you are, just even perfectly aligned, in my opinion, just from the overuse and constantly taking in and out, they will strip, you know. And I don't know how thick this is, maybe 3/8. So what I want to do is I'm going to have my boy tack weld. I bought these standoffs, these pieces here on the edges. These. I know it just looks like a nut, but technically they're called standoffs from McMaster. So what I'm going to have him do is I'm going to have him tack weld these to the bracket. And that way, just obviously you can see how much extra meat there is on those here that's going to provide to this bracket for the fuel rail. That way it should never ever strip again. That's really what I'm hoping for. So I'm going to drop that off to him tomorrow and let him do it while I'm at work. And yeah, that should take care of that problem. Permanent fix. Dope. So my boy did his thing. Welded those standoffs on for me that I got. These won't be coming loose. But one day, hopefully, we'll have this as like a, a billet piece, CNC piece, something that looks way better. But for now, it's not bad. Perfect. So, new dry sump heater, or oil pan heater, because the old one took a dump. And this one is actually from Peterson, so better work. So yeah, it pretty much just slips in here, straight to the side through this adapter here that I have. And yeah, it screws in. And basically all it does is, as obviously you can see, you fill up the sump with oil, and yeah, preheats the oil so you can have more lubrication to the actual bearings themselves, and you're not trying to pump a bunch of cold, thick ass oil through an engine and have a bunch of problems. So I took off this dry sump mount because one thing I realized is that the belt is sliding like towards the engine, which leads me to believe that even though this might be square, it needs to be able to adjust and can't. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to actually elongate this top hole just a bit. I don't think it's really going to need much. I think even like 1/8 of an inch or so probably going to do it. So unfortunately I don't really have like a Bridgeport or a press, something like that to make a better hole, so I'm just going to use a drill bit and just try and work it over. But that should be more than enough. And I'm going to actually change out the hardware here for these MA bolts. I was using like 3/8, but these fit the holes for the pump way better than the American size bolts. The pump is actually much closer to a M10. So let me do that, get this back on here. When I can cycle the engine over later, I can see where the belt wants to ride. Hopefully I can just move it over a little bit and I'll be in business. That's in, that's fixed. Brackets in, that's canted. And now we can put the exhaust manifold on. I gotta reseal the oil pan, and then I think we'll be good. My boy over here has got something really dead in his engine bay. He said he's been smelling ragged ass for the last few days. Bro, how many days, Omar?
It's been weeks, man. It's been days, weeks, I don't know.
You've been smelling weeks of death and done nothing about it.
I don't fucking drive it like that, son.
Oh my god. There's a maggot in here. Still, where is it? It's there somewhere. Yuck. You found it?
That shit is so fucking nasty. I'm gonna fucking throw up.
You gonna throw up? Alright, come on, let's see it, bro. Come on, point it out. Point it out. Where's it at?
Fuck.
Where's it at?
It's
on a level of 1 to nasty. How nasty is it?
Bro. That shit's right in there.
Right in there. Where?
Oh, Jesus.
I don't see it.
Bro, look in the...
There where?
Look where it's like wet. Hold on, am I looking at the right? Is it here or here? Can't remember. Bro.
Hold up. What?
You see it?
I don't see shit.
You can see the fur, bro. It's, oh my god.
Fur. He said he sees the fur.
Bro, it's in, I saw it, dude.
Oh, yeah. Who the fuck is this? Ferdinand.
That's nasty.
Yeah, that's disgusting.
Can you get that?
Can I get it? Fuck you. Hell no. well, she's about to be drinking this braking additive. So I'm not using like a true braking oil. I'm just using like regular Castrol GTX. But what I'm doing is adding this extra engine oil additive. Just more zinc and ZDDP or whatever that shit is that's supposed to help.
We all need some zinc.
Yeah. So we're already kind of full. But I'm going to put 8 ounces of this nasty stuff. And let it drink.
Just picturing huge maggots crawling out of that hole.
We're done with the maggots for the day. That's disgusting. Yeah, let's get a little bit more. This stuff's supposed to treat like up to 12 ounces of oil. There we go. Alright. So now we'll try and get a first start in. First I'm going to check the alignment of that belt. Make sure that that bracket that I ended up elongating the hole for did its job. And so far it looks like it kind of did actually, just from turning over by hand. But let's see. You man, race cars will always be race cars. Perfectly good fucking fitting that worked for the last time the car started. Now all of a sudden has a ginormous fucking leak. So I just changed that. It was a fitting at the fuel rail. This one right here to be specific. So I changed that at a black 90. Thank God that worked. So yeah, moment of truth. Try and actually start it now. Let's see what happens. I'm hoping for success and all that good shit, you know. So yeah, here you go. It's gonna be a rugged setup. No edit. No edit because I'm hoping for the best. Let's see. How's that look? I guess that looks alright. Alright. Omar, please, if you do the honors. Fuel's hooked up. Yeah, it's on. Just let me look at the ECU. I gotta adjust the fuel pressure anyway. Alright, go ahead.